about by observing my nephew in Columbus, Ohio, named Peter Santorsola, who's now in 7th grade. But when he was diagnosed with autism, his parents wondered where they would send him to school, and they sent him initially to kindergarten to a public school, but they really wanted Catholic education. They really wanted him to be in a school where he could learn about Jesus, but they didn't know how that would happen. Luckily, they were in a parish in Columbus, Ohio, named St. Catherine of Siena, where a program called SPICE existed. It had been in the school about 15 years at that point or so. And there they found a home for Peter to succeed with his autism and be in a school with his eventual siblings. His cousins now are there, and his friends. And he's succeeding greatly at St. Catherine of Siena.
SPICE really serves two roles. Financially, it provides funding for families who are already making the financial sacrifice to send their child to a Catholic school. And for a lot of families, if you're then told that your child might benefit from extra tutoring or from speech therapy or occupational therapy, those services are not cheap, and that can be very stressful, particularly on a family who's already maybe struggling with a diagnosis. It can be a very stressful time. And so I think for a school and a parish to be able to say to a family, we're here to help you, we're here to ease that financial burden, that could mean everything. But the other side of SPICE is its true mission, which is to raise awareness, to remind us that we're all part of God's family, we're all God's children, and we were all made different and in His likeness.
The money we raise from our fund in need for the auction will get us jump-started. It'll get us some seed money to get it going, to start our endowment. We formed a committee already of people with skin in the game. Some of their children have special needs, and they really see the value of this.
It's something that really hits home for Laura and I, because about a year ago we recognized that we had a son who had a challenge with dyslexia. And we find out that he's struggling, and it's painful for him that this bright child can't keep up with his classmates. Other options came forward. You should send him somewhere else, perhaps. And that was the last thing we wanted to do. So we looked around, and the school worked really well with us to bring in tutors, and the turnaround we saw has just been incredible. So we thought to ourselves, this is something we should support across the parish. And at the same time, unbeknownst to Laura and I, Monsignor Jack has got this SPICE program already started, and he's just looking for somebody to talk about it. If the mission of the church is to be inclusive and we can accommodate, how can we enhance that accommodation and get these children what they need within the Catholic framework? And it's really significant. That's our whole mission.
And the neat thing about SPICE, as they came to realize, it's not just a school program, but it's broader than that. Anyone comes into our parish religion. What this is going to help do is, how can we support our teachers in helping people with special needs learn about Jesus, and give them more tools for their toolbox as teachers to identify those needs and help how to teach children with special needs, how to teach religion to them. The whole parish comes under the umbrella of SPICE. It creates a culture of inclusion for those who have needs from beginning to end. It's a hugely personal interest for me for bringing it here. I saw what it did for St. Catherine, and I know what this place is like. I know the resources we have. I know the community of people that we have. I know our great school and parish school of religion that we have. And I think this is a great marriage to bring it together here.
The first part of it is to start this endowment. And part of that endowment will continue forever, we hope, within the school, and allow those services to be provided for the people that we just talked about. So we will allow for people to put an application in and ask for those funds or services that are needed, whether it's for health or speech or reading or whatever it may be. and we'll match that. But to start to do that, we have to have an endowment. So, do you want to tell them?
Well, tonight we're working on the fund the need. We're establishing an endowment, and Laura and I have talked about that, and we've seen the difference. So we're prepared to match on the endowment side, dollar for dollar, everything that's contributed on the first $50,000. And the fund the need tonight is $100, so we're asking for your generosity, and we can think of no other way to tell you how much it means to us.